Hey, what's up guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toasty Bros, and today we're taking a look at this $800 gaming laptop from Best Buy.
The best part is you might be able to pick this thing up for way below $800. $800 is the price at the time of recording this video. We picked this thing up for a little over $600, but just to be safe, we're gonna go with $800, but I think it's a pretty good performer for the money. But before we dive into that, let's hear a word from today's sponsor.
Today's video is brought to you by Govee and their new DreamView Gaming Light Pro system featuring 2 light bars and a large flexible light strip to take your gaming setup to the next level. We here at the Toasty Bros are some of the first people to get access to this kit and set it up on one of our gaming setups here at the office, and love how much it adds to the overall gaming experience. This kit comes with an included camera that mounts on the top of your monitor and allows you to see what's going on in real time on your screen and match the lighting to it. This allows for a very immersive gaming and also movie watching experience. You can also change the lights to a specific theme, all easily done via the Govee app that works with all the other awesome Govee products. Be sure to check the link in the description down below to learn more, and special thanks again to Govee for sponsoring today's video.
We wanted to save some of the unboring unboxing, well, for us, so that you guys don't have to view it. So we've already opened the Lenovo up. We're still gonna do our usual and just go ahead and go through everything we got with it, but obviously it just came with some packing materials. It did actually come with the 2.5-inch SSD hard drive caddy and the actual ribbon cable you need to actually add a 2.5-inch hard drive or SSD, and it came with some warranty information. So let's go ahead and take a look at this laptop. So this Lenovo laptop, 15.6-inch model, has an IPS display that's 1080p, and on top of that, we got some pretty good specs. The Intel Core i5-11300H, which is a 4-core 8-thread, and then we have a NVIDIA GTX 1650 4GB to go with it, dedicated GPU, so that's pretty awesome. We have 8 gigs of RAM, that's DDR4, I assume it's probably single channel, and then we should have a 256GB SSD. As you can see, i5-11300H, 4-core 8-thread. We do have 8 gigs of RAM, and it says 1 of 1, so that makes me think this only has 1 slot, and it could be integrated, meaning you can't upgrade the RAM. It could be. I would be kind of surprised in a higher end laptop like this, but yeah, 8 gigs, 1 of 1, 3200 megahertz. We have a Samsung, it looks like 256 SSD. I assume, we'd have to look up this model, but it's probably an M.2.
Yeah.
Then we also have the XE graphics, of course, which those are actually pretty decent. Whenever you're not wanting to waste battery, you can go down here, click on this little battery icon, and you could go to battery saver mode. That'll basically make it to where you're not using the graphics card, which right now we're not using it at all. You can see this is kind of going up and down, meaning we're only using the Iris graphics to save power. And then 1650, go ahead and make sure, yep, 4 gigs of dedicated GPU RAM, so that's awesome. We got a basically full-size 1650 compact in this little system. Of course, we also have speakers, we have a microphone, keyboard, mouse, like basically this is an, all-in-one, what you'd expect with a typical laptop. So on the right side, we have a combo headphone jack. We have 2 USB 3s side by side. We've got some ventilation. And then over here, we have the typical Lenovo rectangular power port. We do have an Ethernet in case you want to download and upload stuff quicker. We have an HDMI out, and this is awesome. We have a USB Type-C, which means you can use that for data transfer hubs and also video out. So you could do 2 monitors out. You could actually have a triple monitor set up with this laptop. And then one more thing we're actually gonna check when we open this was, what exactly are we at refresh rate rise? Because they don't really talk about it being a fast refresh rate, and it is though. It's a 120.21 hertz, so 120 hertz.
Those 2.1.
And Matt did point out it felt smooth, and it does. I mean, look at that, nice and smooth. Our camera can't even keep up.
No,
60 FPS. Psh. But long story short, we got a pretty decent laptop for the price here. I think we paid around $710 at the time of buying, but now at the time of recording, it's $800, but by the time it goes live, it could be cheaper. It is time to do some gaming, what we do here.
Game time.
All right, guys, we are testing out Apex Legends. We're on sort of medium-low settings. We'll just call it a solid medium. And so far, getting around 60 to 70 FPS. We're definitely not quite utilizing that 120 hertz screen. So I mean, go all low settings if you want to, but one thing we have noticed in Apex is it's just a pretty game, and honestly lowering the settings really doesn't give you a whole lot of FPS on like mid-range systems like this. So, we'd rather go for like the good looks while getting a decent FPS and making the game pretty playable. Oh my God, what are my teammates doing? How did this guy get to me?
One thing to mention too, that 1650 is not the 1650, it's the integrated graphics on the Intel CPU. For some reason, MSI Aftermarket, after we did the drivers, did not give us an option to show the 1650, but I promise you, it's pretty much maxed out 100% right now.
We lost our teammate. This is not gonna be a good ground. That makes more sense how they got around me. It's a 2v3, it's definitely a little hard to communicate. It's definitely, one thing I always say is laptops definitely have a nice small screen that, at times can be a little bit annoying, especially like if you're trying to do competitive gaming. Like I would not suggest trying to get into like Apex ranked on a laptop if you don't have to. But that's just me. That's something I really want to do, but something that I might have to do.
Oh man.
The movement king has lost. They're just sitting by his portal.
Well, that didn't work out very well.
Very fun.
But Apex runs, let's try everyone's favorite game, Fortnite, because that's what we do around here. So guys, this is what Fortnite looks like when none of the textures are loading in. I mean, look at that. That is terrifying.
That's just what it looks like.
Oh my God. Guys, we are on performance mode. I just realized we're on windowed full screen. That is unacceptable, and we are locked at 120. From what we're seeing with this laptop, we are definitely CPU bound. 4-core 8-thread with this i5. We did review a variant of this laptop with a Ryzen 5 5600H. Which is a 6-core 12-thread, which honestly might be a better buy overall. But if you can snag this laptop at the discount we did, then it does make more sense with all the features it comes with. But there are some limitations with that i5. And we've noticed that with some of the other gaming laptops too. If they have like the 10-gen i5 or the 11-gen i5, they just don't keep up as well as some of these newer Ryzen-based laptops do. But it still performs. I mean, look, we're still getting 120 FPS. So it's kind of nitpicky, but you know, it is what it is. Is this a Star Wars blaster? Oh, it is. That is so cool. Oh, Fiatato, you're dead. You're done.
Oh, dude, that's a real player.
That guy just got blapped.
They were trying something.
Did I get the absolute cheat code? I'm not gonna pick up anything else. We're just gonna act like we're in Star Wars Battlefront, and we're just gonna go bop bop. I see some guy hiding over there. Guys, don't worry. Star Wars to save the day. Oh, whoa! What? Panda?
Hacking question mark?
Ninja. What a guy. All right, next game. Fortnite runs beautifully. All right, guys, the last game we're gonna be testing is a good old Forza Horizon 5 using the built-in benchmark, medium settings, 1080p. This is gonna be a more demanding AAA benchmark, so we're really gonna see how this thing can perform. I really think this laptop is targeted for esports titles, but you know what? We gotta really stress this thing to its limits and see what it can do. Let's go ahead and run the benchmark. All right, guys, look at us. We got an average of 50 FPS on the medium preset. Again, this laptop is really designed for esports titles, but on lower settings, 1080p, you can play a game like Forza and get close to 60 FPS if you really want to. But yeah, overall, I think this laptop is good. It has its place in the market, especially at the close to $600 price that we paid when we picked it up. At around 800 bucks, probably wouldn't recommend it at that price, but you can check the link in the description down below for the latest affiliate link so you can see whether or not this laptop is right for you. Let's go ahead and wrap this video up real quick.
Alright guys, so after doing some benchmarking and some basic tests on this laptop, it definitely gets a Toasty Bro seal of approval, especially at the $700 to $800 price range, and honestly expect these things to go on sale for even cheaper sometimes.
We did pick it up closer to $600, so especially at that price, it's a no-brainer. You should definitely pick this thing up, because at that price with that i5, you're really not going to be too worried about some of the sacrifices you have to make, which is a 4-core 8-thread, and there also is a version with a Ryzen 5 5600H, and we'll leave links to both of them down below. They will be affiliate links, and they will help us out. If you're in the market for a laptop, the Lenovo Gaming 3 lineup is definitely one to consider.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other two YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace out. Now that we're done with this laptop, we definitely have to do something with it, and so we'd like to pass the good deal on to you guys at PCBros.tech.
PCBros.tech is where we sell awesome gaming laptops and gaming PCs. No matter what your budget, we got something for you. And if you use code ToastyBros2 on checkout, you can save 2%. Use that link down below. Buy a PC today. See you guys later. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.